at long last, I have the kitchen reveal for you. I've been talking about this for months. This is a project we started in August and it's now December, but it's finally finished. We did the bulk of the work was done while we were away for the month of August in our family vacation home there. I arranged that strategically because I wanted us to not interfere, especially with a small child, like a toddler, and being pregnant, for it to just not interfere with our kind of daily goings on. It just made sense to do it when we were going to be away for such a long time anyway. And we'd also had the floors refinished during our summer travels as well. So it was really great to get all of that work done and the whole first floor repainted. And I'm going to go into more of that later in the video. But over the past couple of months this fall, there's just been a lot of details that have taken time because we waited to do the backsplash install until after the majority of the kitchen was completed because I wanted to be absolutely sure we got that really right, because I feel like I really messed it up the last time I did a backsplash. So that took a long time. Figuring out the hardware took a long time to get exactly the right thing, get that all ordered. And then the lights just took a while to settle on and then also get installed and up. But everything's in now and I'm so excited to share it with you. I'm gonna go through everything that we did and talk you through it and give you a proper walkthrough. So let's walk through. Welcome to our kitchen 2.0. It is very different looking from what it looked like before. I'm kicking myself a little bit for not taking proper before videos. I have one from after we had the floor refinished. The floor used to be a very warm, almost orangey oak tone, and now obviously it's dark. I took a video clip of the kitchen after the floors were finished, so I'll pop that in for you guys to see exactly what it looked like before. It was very yellowy, warm toned brown, very warm. And it was my dream for many years to have a white kitchen. And we finally realized that dream this summer. And all we really did was lacquer the cabinets white. They're the existing cabinets. So we did not pull out any of the cabinets. We replaced the countertop, obviously. That's completely different. It was granite before, and now it's white-based quartz. We refinished all of the floors in the house to this darker stain, which I'm loving. We repainted the entire first floor this kind of grayish color. We replaced the pendant lights, and we put in a new sink. So those were the big things. We also pushed the window out a bit. We pushed the window out 5 inches and added those glass shelves so I could have a little greenhouse window, which has been a long time dream of mine as well. And then lastly, we replaced the backsplash with that gray crackle subway tile, which is just beautiful. But all the appliances and everything are as they were before. We have replaced the appliances over the years as necessary because they've just broken down with age and use. The only one that's original to the house is the microwave and convection oven. That's a single piece right there. Everything else we've pretty much replaced. The only other thing I might replace in this kitchen is the hood. That's the original hood. It's a little bit old-fashioned looking, so I might replace it with something just a little bit more streamlined, but I'm not in a terrible rush to do that. So I'm going to take you through and give you a proper tour, show you all the details. If you're a little bit newer and you haven't seen the setup of our home, this is an open floor plan in this part of our house. This is the first floor. So the kitchen peninsula dissects where the breakfast nook is, which is over there, the breakfast room. We have new lighting over there too. It's missing a few shades because I didn't have enough light bulbs to put the shades on yet. But and then this is our family room, obviously decked out for Christmas. I held off on decorating the kitchen really because I wanted to show you it as sort of undecorated as possible. This is how I have it on a regular basis. I just have a couple little Christmas touches, like Christmas, towels and little poinsettias and things I'll put up. But I wanted to show you what it looks like kind of without all the Christmas stuff. Okay, so let's go around. So we have our quartz cabinets, which I just love. I was very skeptical about these. I actually hired a designer to help me with the kitchen because I knew from experience that picking stuff out myself doesn't always go very well. And I really wanted this to be right, and she nailed it. I wasn't sure about the countertops. I thought they might look a little too modern for me, but they're just so beautiful. And they're really, really nice counters. Quartz is very durable, very easy to keep up with. It has the look of marble without the sensitivity of marble. Marble stains very easily and it's difficult to upkeep. So it looks really beautiful. And I believe we had to buy 3 slabs to do the whole. It was either 2 or 3. It was less than I thought it would be. But we did a very simple edge. We didn't do any fancy beveling or something like that because the cabinets have so much detail on them. I wanted to keep it very simple. And the arrangement of the countertops is exactly the same. We didn't change that at all with the how the peninsula has 2 levels with the stool seating on the other side. We didn't change that at all. We just put the new counters in, and I think they look really nice. And like I said, we kept the original cabinets. I didn't have a problem with the arrangement of the kitchen. I really like how it's arranged. It's very open and airy and easy to get around. And I like the cabinets and drawers we have with ample storage space. But I wanted them to be white. So we just lacquered them. Lacquer is a really smooth, nice finish that is easy to wipe down. The cabinets get sauce dripped on them, little toddler fingers on them. I just can wipe it off with a sponge, and it works like a dream. So that worked out great to do that instead of just paint. And they were lacquered before, but we just lacquered right over them. And then, like I said, we got all new hardware for them. We decided to do all pulls to just make it a little bit more modern. I was a little bit over the knobs. So we just did 2 different sizes of poles, one size for the drawers and one size for the cabinets. And we just kept that consistent throughout. And I really like the way it turned out. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh yeah, the backsplash. Obviously a big difference. I'll take you in a little bit closer here. This is a subway tile. I wanted something far less busy. Just really complemented the quartz well. We were looking at whites first, and we just couldn't settle on a white that really worked, and we realized it was just too much white. So having this light gray subway tile, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it has a bit of a crackle finish. It's not sparkly, it's just the way the tiles have been finished, and or glazed, I should say. And I just think it really adds a nice soft effect to the backsplash. We don't have a huge backsplash area, so it works out really well. Obviously, a big one is the sink. I have wanted a farmhouse sink for a long time, and I got it. So they took out the double stainless steel sink we had before, and they had to cut the cabinets a little bit underneath so they would fit. The sink is much deeper. But it's a beautiful sink. It's a Shaw's Firestone sink made in England, and it's absolutely stunning. I love it so much. We also got a new faucet fixture here, and this is great. It's definitely more of a modern streamlined look, but it works out really well with the design. I think it doesn't fight any of the elements in the kitchen, and it just looks really nice. And then, of course, my little what do I want to call it? My little greenhouse window. I got some new pots and plants for that. I painted some of the pots kind of a very, very light gray so they'd match. And I just love the way that looks. We decided to keep the shelf in over the sink for decorations and stuff. I haven't put anything up there yet, but I'll probably decorate it for Christmas a little bit. And that's pretty much what we did with the kitchen. I will take you around and show you a little bit more. Like I said, we didn't change any of the cabinets, any of the physical structural elements of the kitchen, and none of the major appliances. They're all the same. I did buy a couple of new accessories for the kitchen. I bought a little this little dish at Home Goods for my sponges. I replaced my towel holder, paper towel holder, which was bronze, with a stainless one because I kind of went with stainless steel accents in here. I got this fruit basket and wooden board to put it on from Home Goods very inexpensively. What else? Oh, this little tray is new up here. This I bought at a local nursery shop. I wanted to have like an anchored place for plants and decor and flowers. I like to have fresh flowers in the house. I love Trader Joe's for flowers. This is still kind of my fall setup. I'll swap it out. I'll probably put my poinsettia here for Christmas and change out the candle, and we'll get some more Christmassy looking flowers. But I just wanted to show you how it's been since I arranged the kitchen, I should say. This, if you're wondering, is a kitchen tower. It's for my toddler. These are great if you like to have your toddler help you in the kitchen, either washing things or helping prep, meals or baking. Charlotte can stand in there. It's safe for her to stand on. And I've put felt feet on the bottom so I can just push it to where we need it in the kitchen, and she can be right there counter level with me. So I will link that. I got that on Amazon. This one's nice because it actually collapses for storage, but we leave ours out. Without it, of course, the kitchen would probably look a little, more open, but we use it, it's functional, and I got white. It comes in other colors. I did also replace my cushiony floor mat by the sink. I had one of the same length before that was brown. Obviously, it went much better with the kitchen, the warm tone kitchen and orangey floors we had before. I wanted something kind of silvery gray to match the kitchen. I found this at Front Gate. It's by Wellness Mats. It's one of those kind of cushy, not memory foam, but really, really cushy, like easy to stand on mats, and it is a wonderful investment if you spend a lot of time in the sink. In the kitchen, I do cook. I'm the cook in the house, so I cook 3 meals a day in here, but I do find I spend a majority of my time at the sink, not the stove, not anywhere else. While I do use those areas, obviously, where I need the most long-term support, I guess, would be at the sink, and I just really like the way that looks. In that kind of gray silver tone, but really more importantly than that, it just feels nice to stand on. And then light fixtures, I did really love the pendants we had before, but they were just really warm toned. I wanted something a little bit more, not industrial looking, but just a little more streamlined. These were very inexpensive. I believe the brand is Fixtures. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I think we ended up paying like $30 each for those. Very inexpensive. They're on dimmers. They add a lot of excellent lighting to the kitchen, but they don't, they don't interfere with the design. I think they go really nice. We actually replaced all of the lighting on this floor except for the recessed lighting. And I will show you more about some of our other house updates in future months, because we have redone a lot of the first floor, just in terms of decor and functionality, but not really in terms of structure. The one thing other than the hood of the stove that I did not do was put in any sort of recessed lighting under the cabinets. It's something I might do in the future. To do it, we have to add a lip onto the bottom of the cabinets, and I just haven't wanted to lose any of that height between the countertop and the bottom of the cabinets, just because of the appliances we do have and use. So I'm not sure. At the moment, it's not wholly necessary, but it's something I'm considering adding in the future. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is the same. Winnie in her little bed. That's her little kitchen bed, her favorite bed in the house. The pantry's right there. Like I said, if you've been following along for a while, this will look very familiar to you, but it makes a huge difference. The whole kitchen is just so much brighter, and I just absolutely love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my tour. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing, a really specific tour of the Kitchen 2.0, I'm calling it. I mean, I wouldn't even say we fully renovated it because we didn't pull anything out. Like I said, we didn't change it structurally. I'm calling it like a major facelift. And honestly, it completely changes the vibe of the kitchen without the huge cost of a complete overhaul. To put in all new cabinets would have been really expensive, and I just didn't see the point. Our cabinets are in great condition, they function well, I like the setup of the kitchen. I didn't feel like I had to change anything structurally. The biggest cost was the countertop, and I knew that going in, but that was obviously a critical element of the facelift because it just had to be totally different than when it was to, you know, align with my vision of a white kitchen. And I'm so happy with these countertops. I've lived with them for 3 months now, and I can say that I far prefer them to what we had before. I've had people ask me, you know, why go white with the kitchen and dark with the floors? Dark floors show scratches more easily, show crumbs and dust and everything more easily. And same with white counters. It just shows everything. Any smudge, any stain, any drip, any drop. Personally, I prefer to know where those things are. I'm a bit of a neat freak. I like to keep my house very tidy on a daily basis, and I like seeing where the dirt is so I can clean it up better. It bothered me to no end that our granite counter beforehand basically looked like it had dirt sprinkled on it just from the design of it. I mean, it just like things blended into it. You couldn't see. It was pretty for what it was. It just wasn't suiting me, and I just love having the white. It's really worked out great, and it really just suits my little clean freak soul. But I just enjoyed it. Everything from top to bottom, including the paint on the walls and the floor and everything in between. It's just been a dream come true for me, and it completely changes the vibe. I feel like our house is just so much lighter and more open feeling, even just with the kitchen, but also the lighter paint throughout and the darker wood contrast on the floors just really kind of airs out the space and makes it feel really light, or a lot lighter than it did before. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with it. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we did. I'm so glad I could finally share this with you. I just wanted to make sure everything was done, everything was in place before I did so, and I couldn't be more thrilled. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and that you are all well. Now I'm like excited because I can pull out my like Christmas towels and little bits and bobs. I haven't gone crazy with decorating this year, obviously very pregnant, but also I just have them like a more simpler vibe. I think I go through phases with decorating, but yeah, I hope your holiday season is off to a great start, that you enjoyed seeing my kitchen 2.0, and I will see you real soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.